In today's video, we're turning to power tools. We'll cut perfect circles from plates. It's quick and easy, and the result is, well, pretty wonderful. Let's get to it. Welcome back, and if you're new here, my name is Julie. And on this channel, we talk about tips, tricks, tools, adhesives, materials, and specific mosaic projects, all to shorten your learning curve when it comes to creating mosaic art. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, please consider subscribing. Cutting circles in mosaic tesserae can be challenging at times. And this depends on how thick or thin the material is that you're trying to cut, how hard is that material in general, and what tools are you using to cut the material. During a recent commissioned project, I wanted to include perfectly round circles to emulate Christmas ornaments. The material I was working with was my client's porcelain dinner plates. Now, I could have hand cut some circles with wheeled glass nippers, but as you continue your journey in mosaic, you will soon realize that not all materials cut the same. So for this project, I wanted different size circles. Plus, the part of the plate I was using was the rim, which can sometimes be really tough to cut. And to add to that, sometimes the pressure and tension of your hand tool up against the material can sometimes cause it to break in areas you didn't want it to break, or even worse, the material will just disintegrate altogether. So I decided to play it safe and drill holes out of the plate rims using a cordless drill and diamond drill bits. Now I know what you might be thinking. Julie is mixing electricity and water. I am. We aren't submerging the drill in water, and water will come nowhere near the drill motor. So we are okay. Famous last words, right? The set of drill bits I got come with 10 different sizes from 6mm to 32mm, which was perfect for what I had in mind. I wanted a variety of different sized circles. And in case you aren't familiar with them, drill bits are a universal size and fit most household drills. And maybe the best part of all of this set was less than $15. They work on porcelain, which is the material I'm working with, as well as glass, ceramic, and stone. So the technique that I will show you today can be used on a variety of common traditional mosaic materials. Besides the drill and the drill bits, there are a few other items you'll need to do this, and I'll link them down below in the description. Let me show you what I did. In addition to the plate I was drilling, plus the drill and bits, I also used a deep plastic tray, a scrap piece of 1x4 wood, a clamp, and some water. To begin, you want to break your tessera down into a smaller size. So you can see here that I'm working with a section of the plate rim. Next, you want to secure your tessera to the scrap piece of wood using the clamp. You want to make sure that your tessera is clamped down tight to the scrap wood and can't move. I wanted the wood to be longer than the tray because I needed one arm of the clamp to be under the wood, and I didn't want it to wobble. So by having a longer piece of wood, this allows the clamped piece of wood to not move around while I was drilling. Next, put the scrap wood with your clamped down tessera into the plastic tray and fill with water until the water level comes up above your piece of tessera. So the reason the water is involved is that it will keep your tessera and the drill bit cool as you're drilling. All that friction gets hot, so keeping things cool will help you avoid your tessera cracking under the pressure. And having water involved will also eliminate the dust factor. Next, select the drill bit you'd like to use and secure it in your drill. Now we're ready to drill some holes. You want to take it slow because the drill will naturally jump when it makes contact with your tessera. As you can see, I'm holding the drill at an angle and going slow. I'll first start drilling this way to take full advantage of the diamond drill bit. And as you can see, the drill is jumping and it takes some strength to keep it in position. Let the drill bit do its job of starting a groove in the tessera. Doing this basically gives the drill bit something to grab onto as you continue drilling. And here you can see I've been able to drill through the glaze and get down to the porcelain that's unglazed, which will be easier for the drill bit to grab onto and go. By holding the drill at an angle and drilling just a portion of the circle, this will help to eventually straighten up the drill and drill more of the circle. But again, you want to go slow. I'm not squeezing the drill's power button all the way. I'm obviously applying some pressure in order to keep the drill in place, but I'm not pushing it down into the tessera with excessive force. I'm doing it just enough to keep it in place. You'll see as you continue to drill, the water will start to get cloudy. Slowly, I'll begin to straighten up the drill, which will mean I'm cutting more of the hole out. Again, I'm not pushing the drill with excessive force, just enough to be in control of it and also slowly making progress in the drilling. You'll be able to tell you've drilled all the way through your substrate and hit the scrap wood because there will be less resistance by the drill for a second or two. The drill will feel like it's working easier right before it starts to drill into the scrap wood. You'll know when you're drilling into the wood because the drill will jump a bit. You want to try to avoid drilling into your scrap wood only for the bit's sake. Once you've drilled your hole, your circle piece of tessera might remain in the main piece of your material, or it may have come out into the drill bit. A toothpick or dental pick can help get your cut pieces of tessera out of the bit. If you need to, unclamp your main tessera and move it around so you can continue drilling from it. If your cut pieces aren't as clean as you'd like them to be around the edges, you can always grind them on a sanding stone or electric grinder. Sometimes you might start drilling a hole and then the drill jumped and scratched up the area you were drilling. It's okay, it happens. Leave it and move on to a new area of your tessera to try drilling on again. It takes practice. As you have success, you'll feel more comfortable and confident and can maybe go a little faster. But just to give you an idea, at no point did I fully engage the drill at full capacity. And here's the final result of the circles I cut. The drill bits and technique was exactly what I was looking for in this project. Incidentally, the video where I show how I created Christmas ornaments from dinner plates can be seen here on the channel, and I'll link it down below in the description. Question of the day, let me know if you've used diamond drill bits to create circles for your mosaic work. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up as it really does help my channel, and subscribe if you haven't already. Click the bell notification so you never miss a single upload, and let me know in the comments if there's something you'd like me to cover in a future video. I'll see you soon. Bye. I was doing so good there. It's okay. Famous last words. And oh, that was awful. That was awful. Okay. Wow. Got a little tongue-tied there. If you're looking for more mosaic inspiration, you can check out one of these 2 videos. Until then, see ya. Okay, all right. Cut.